Before Afrobeats became global luxury, there was a barefoot Nigerian standing before soldiers with nothing but music, anger, and truth. They could arrest him, beat him, burn his home, but they could not silence him. His name was Fela Anikulapo Kuti, and he turned music into fire.
Welcome to Moonlight Tales Africa, a place where African stories come alive beneath the moonlight. Stories filled with wisdom, culture, emotion, humanity, and transformation. Here, we journey through the heart of Africa, through village paths, moonlit memories, forgotten truths, silent struggles, and the powerful lessons hidden inside ordinary lives. So, wherever you are listening from, sit close, relax, and journey with me. Sit close to the fire. The elders are about to speak. Because some stories do more than entertain us. They help us understand ourselves. This is Moonlight Tales Africa.
Before we begin today's story, kindly subscribe and become part of this growing circle of African history, wisdom, culture, and moonlight tales. Sit close to the fire. The elders are about to continue their story.
Fela Kuti, the man who turned music into fire. There are musicians, and then there are men who become movements. Fela Anikulapo Kuti was one of such men. Long before Afrobeats conquered the world with glamorous videos and sold-out arenas, there was once a tall, fearless Nigerian standing barefoot upon stages, sweating beneath burning lights, blowing fury into a saxophone, while soldiers and politicians trembled at his words. Fela was not merely singing songs. No, Fela was fighting. He was born in Abeokuta in 1938 into the famous Ransom Kuti family. But this was no ordinary household. The walls of that home already carried the spirit of rebellion. His mother, Funmilayo Ransom Kuti, was one of the fiercest women of her generation, a nationalist, an activist, a fearless voice against colonial oppression. Perhaps rebellion entered Fela through the walls of that house. As a young man, Fela traveled to London to study music. But destiny had prepared something far greater for him than ordinary success. Then came America. And in America, during the late 1960s, Fela encountered Black consciousness movements, revolutionary politics, and radical ideas about African identity and liberation. Something awakened inside him there, something dangerous, something impossible to silence. And when he returned to Nigeria, he was no longer simply a musician. He became Fela, and with him came Afrobeat, not the polished sound people dance casually to today. No, Fela's Afrobeat was raw, political, spiritual, defiant. He mixed Yoruba rhythms, jazz, highlife, funk, percussion, chants, and long hypnotic instrumentals into something the world had never heard before. Then he weaponized it. His music attacked corruption, military brutality, colonial mentality, fake leaders, greedy politicians, oppression. At a time when many feared speaking openly, Fela shouted through loudspeakers so fiercely that the whole nation heard him, and because he spoke truth loudly, the government hated him for it. But the streets loved him. His famous Kalakuta Republic became more than a home. It became a symbol of resistance, a gathering place for musicians, dancers, radicals, dreamers, and outcasts, who gathered around him like disciples around a prophet of rebellion. Then came the raids, police harassment, beatings, arrests, destruction, and in 1977, soldiers stormed Kalakuta Republic brutally. Buildings burned, people were beaten, chaos swallowed everything, and during that terrible attack, his mother was thrown from a window. Later, she died from her injuries. For many men, that kind of pain would have created silence, but not Fela. If anything, The grief only made his music burn hotter. On stage, he moved like a storm, half musician, half priest, half revolutionary. At the Africa Shrine, his performances became legendary nights of sweat, rhythm, smoke, political anger, dancing bodies, and spiritual electricity. People did not merely attend Fela's shows, they experienced them. Yet beneath all the controversy, all the noise, all the rebellion, was a deeply complicated man, brilliant, difficult, fearless, contradictory, charismatic, wildly human. He carried both genius and chaos inside the same body. Even today, decades after his death in 1997, Fela remains impossible to erase from African history. His influence still lives through generations of musicians, activists, writers, and young Africans, still wrestling with corruption, identity, freedom, and power. Because Fela understood something dangerous. Music can entertain people, but music can also wake them up. And once people are awake, they become very difficult to control.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share so you won't miss our future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.